Hey guys, so this is just an overall creation video thing about how I did my Night Elf Druid for Katsucon, which I will wear in February of 2020. This design is by Meadow Lurking on Twitter. So I started with all of the fabric pieces. I am not a sewer at all, so this was a nightmare for me. So all of the pieces needed to have this diamond pattern sewn into it. So all of the brown pieces are brown faux suede on the outside, lined with just a brown linen on the inside, and there is some thick interfacing in between the two layers to give it kind of that poofy effect. And I will add some armor trim to the outsides a little later on. So this is what it looks like, kind of all stacked together. A lot of this video, actually all of this video, is from my Instagram because I'm awful at recording, so that's why it kind of looks funny. So here's what the leggies look like on. I'm super happy with them because I don't sew. So here's what the chest piece and the arms and the legs look like. It looks kind of funny because they're on my mannequin. And then on the skirt, I added those beads in. The chest piece was annoying. It's a lot of crossings and stuff. So here's what it looks like with some of the armor pieces on. I used the Yaya Han foam that you can get from Joann Fabrics for the armor. And then the feathers are just craft foam from Walmart. Here's another shot. I obviously really like my armor pieces. So the detail is thinner black Yaya Han Joann foam, and then the underside is the thicker piece of foam, and that's the same for the hip armor and the shoulder armor. And then there's about a million bajillion feathers. Here's the headpiece, which I really love. And all the feathers I didn't use because I can't math. The antlers are just the thick craft foam sandwiched together, and then I used a Dremel to give them the antler wood look. The elf ears are a Kamui Cosplay template that I just painted pink to match. The feathers are just, as I said, craft foam, and then to make this spine, it's just hot glue, and then I cut it with a X-Acto blade and then heated them up to give them little curly bits. I made a lot of feathers. I had a lot of feathers left over too. To do the feathers, after I made them, I plasti dipped them, and then that's me plasti dipping them, and then I painted them. That's my cat. I painted them the wrong color first. Whoops. There's my pile of feathers. So I ended up spending 4 days trying to paint these stupid feathers, trying to get them the right color. Yeah. Finally got the right color, so I was happy, and then went to put the gray on and made it the wrong color again. Here they are, all the right color. I spent too much time painting these stupid feathers. Here they are, almost done. I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel at this point. For the skirt, I got some just gray linen. There's my cat, Sunny. He likes to chew on plastic because he's weird. And I dip dyed them so that they would have a gradient effect, and I'm not really that good at it. So I did 4 of them, and then I picked the 2 best ones to use on my skirt, and then I hacked up the other ones for some details, so it worked out, I guess, yeah. I primed all of the armor with wood glue, and then it was time to paint. I think I put 3 or 4 layers of wood glue on, and then just painted everything in a mad rush. Did the trim first, and then the green. And then after all of the base colors were down, I did add shadows and dark stuff, as you can see there. Make it look all pretty and dynamic. Less flat. Here's what it looks like on my shoulder with all the feathers glued on. Whee! I love them. So here is the costume before I painted the belt and did the trim. The trim is just the thin craft foam, and the belt is the thick craft foam, and there is my headpiece again. Here is the start of my staff. It's just PVC that I heated up and bent into shape, and then covered it with a crap ton of craft foam. A lot of this is just like that peel and stick craft foam from Walmart, because that's what I had, so I just peeled the back off and stuck it on. Then I used my Dremel to texture it all and added Warbler for the vines. I also put Warbler on the bottom of the staff too, because I knew I was going to be like hitting the ground with it, so I did put Warbler on the bottom. You can see there. Here's what it looks like all textured with the vines. I'm super proud of it. I love it so much. And it's so tall, I can't even hold it up straight in my craft room. It's like over 6 feet tall, like probably between 6 and 7 feet. Here it is with a couple layers of brown paint on it. All the brown. Gotta make it woody, make it look like it came from a tree. And then I painted the vines. It took me forever to find the right shade of green. Like, it was first too light and then too dark. And then I weathered it all with black paint, which really made it look nice. And then I wanted a more organic look, so I added moss and some leaves on there. Mostly to just like hide my crappy paint job, not gonna lie. So when I work for a convention, I do kind of like everything all at once, so there's like a lot of pieces laying out for other costumes here, but you can see the trim for the fabric pieces there. I plasti dipped them and painted them the wrong color again, so again it took me like a week to get the right color because I didn't paint everything all at once because I'm dumb. Here's me finally finding the right color, so I'm going through and painting all the trim. I had to put like 8 layers on for it to be opaque enough. And then I covered everything in moss again. Here's the finished headpiece, and here are all the pieces all laid out, ready to go. And here's what it looks like on. It's not on all the way. I have to add an eyelet on the back and change out the cord. But it's coming together. I'm super excited, and excuse my dirt face.